One thing that's curious is that so many stories end with the wedding and the happily ever after. And there aren't that many that start with a wedding. But this feels very much like a beginning. I think our wedding is the beginning of our marriage story, our once upon a time. And I'm so excited to write it together with you. I've been seeking a long time, and now we are found. I'm truly happy to be married to you, Claire, and to have Joshua with us. I feel liberated to be starting our lives together as Mr. and Mrs. Mappin. But it's really amazing just to look around the room at all of you, and it's just this unique group of people, friends, family, from all stages of our life. And yeah, we're just doing our best to soak it up. Thank you all for making the effort to come here to wildest Hampshire to join us. It really is special. We're particularly grateful for everyone who's made the very long and arduous journey from pretty much everywhere. But Chris and Khan, we appreciate you guys coming from both Australia and the US. Not to mention the South Africans, the Swissies, and of course AOP to the Yorkshire Massive. We really appreciate you venturing down here. Sharing those vows today in the church, in front of all of you, and it really felt with all of you, and in front of God was truly life-changing. These are moments that we will remember for the rest of our lives and treasure, and it's just so special. You make it. We wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. Now, one of the activities that Claire and I enjoy is gardening. And it started one Saturday when Tranmere Road was still a house, definitely not a home. And I think Claire just could no longer stand the mass of weeds that was waiting outside the kitchen window. And without actually mentioning anything, there was no discussion, Claire just grabbed a spade and started attacking these things. And by lunchtime, we discovered there was actually a paved path down the middle and various other incredible findings. It was like an archaeological dig. And it triggered a gradual process of transformation. What had been an overgrown, shady haven for snails and slugs became an oasis of calm that is actually pleasant for people. And I learned a lot from you in the process. Sometimes plants need delicate care and attention. Other times, drastic pruning and aggressive cutbacks. I guess if our relationship was a garden, it would not be one of those manicured Buckingham Palace types with the little rows of tulips in perfect lines. It would be more wildflowers and poppies, rewilding perhaps. And I think these are plants that thrive in challenging conditions, and life can be challenging too. If I think of our relationship, starting from that first date, when I proudly mentioned that I get around London on a scooter, and you interpreted that as a child's push scooter, but it's pretty amazing that I got the second date. Or most recently, attempting to plan a wedding in 3 months with a 1-year-old, while hosting our wonderful family for at least half of the time period. It's amazing that everything got done, and a lot of that is testament to you. Thank you, Claire. I, Tom, take you, Claire,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
For better, for worse.
for better, for worse,
For richer, for poorer.
for richer, for poorer,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish,
Till death us do part.
till death us do part,
According to God's holy law.
according to God's holy law.
In the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
I, Claire, take you, Tom,
I, Claire, take you, Tom,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law.
in the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
The last year has had moments where it's been more a case of, if not thriving, just surviving. We've had more change in 12 months than the previous 12 years, going from separate individuals to a family, a team, and it's been intense. The emotions, the lack of sleep, just being completely exposed. It's been a year where there's been nowhere to hide in a way. Everything is on display, and I wouldn't change any of it. I feel so lucky to have you, and it's a privilege to have Joshua as our son. But Joshua, we love you so much. Thank you for being such a curious, energetic, enthusiastic little boy. For me, in this last year, I've experienced new kinds of love that I've not experienced before. It feels a bit like my heart has been unlocked in certain ways. And going back to the gardening analogy, I don't think through delicate care and attention, it feels more like bolt cutters and brute force. But I think that was probably exactly what was needed. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for the fun that we share as well. A large percentage of that this year has been just making up silly songs together about why babies cry and changing nappies and where do the rubber ducks come from or where do they go? Still don't know. But I'm so proud of you, Claire. In the last few years, you've successfully took on the deputy head role at Dolphin School. You ran the London Marathon and gave birth to our beautiful baby boy. Above all else, you're an amazing mum. You bring all of your best qualities to motherhood. You are absolutely made for it. You anticipate Joshua's needs as no one else can. You plan ahead with such care, and you're so calm when the plans constantly change. I feel so lucky to be on this parenting journey with you. You are loving and caring, steadfast, loyal, as well as determined, focused, and driven. And I think a couple of people have mentioned it this evening. You're adaptable, calm, and patient, and above all else, just incredibly loyal. And that's something that I value hugely. Thank you for being loyal to me, despite me testing your patience beyond reasonable levels.
Tom, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body, I honour you.
With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
Within the love of God,
Within the love of God,
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I think one mark of a good relationship is if you can be fully yourself in the presence of another person, and it's pretty rare. But you provide that for me, Claire, and I'm so grateful. Claire, you are beautiful, you look wonderful, and I love you.